Well, we image trends, our reporting system, our server, desktops. We have one laptop. Computer screens, printers, fax machines.
So you're saying are these all on lease, or they just, that's repairs for them, or?
Service.
Service.
We own.
Well,
purchasing.
Referring to our reporting system,
Mhm.
that's something that we purchase.
Okay.
Okay, we don't own it. It's a software, I can't remember what the exact, we just transitioned from one reporting system to another. So you're looking at $3,000 a year, just in that subscription alone.
The software.
Yeah. Well, it's not even actually software, it's all internet-based.
Oh, okay.
Okay, they do our records retention.
Mhm.
We enter our reports, it's a web-based system, we enter our reports, it goes into their big server building, wherever that may be,
So we're over
somewhere.
the cloud?
And hopefully not in the cloud, hopefully in a secure server building.
That's what they are, servers, they're just.
So something, yeah, so that's,
Your accounting system runs in that. You pay a
Oh.
monthly fee to adopt technologies to maintain your web-based QuickBooks system. All right. Any other items on the budget?
It's getting hot.
Item 8.
I'm going to put the air back on. It's a little noisy, so you guys have to speak up.
Agenda item number 8, consideration of matters concerning establishment of revolving line of credit for the LMRFD for fiscal year 17.
So, as it stands now, we're in process with National Bank of Arizona to establish that revolving line of credit. And so, with the board's permission, suggest that we designate the chair as the contact person on this item, because there will have to be some discussion with the attorney. So your attorney, who's Mr. Whitman, and I'll provide you all the contact information to you. The bank has an attorney. His name is William Hicks. He's got a Ballard Scholar in Phoenix. And I will provide Bill's contact information as well. Also involved in that is Bill Barker from the Treasurer's Office. He's the Deputy County Treasurer. So he will ensure that gets set up. So we'll need to, when I say need to, the board chair will need to promote a sense of urgency with the attorneys, because we have a sense of urgency to get that done. They probably don't hold our same sense of urgency. And then the bank is Lee Davis. Lee Davis is the contact for National Bank of Arizona. So Lee has done a lot of work in the Treasury Committee and known me for a number of years. He's a good person to work with. He'll be a good person to talk to about financing and things. And as we stand right now, I'm waiting for the documents to come from Ballard Spa to Mr. Whittington. And as soon as they do, Mr. Whittington will turn those around for you, and then they'll go to the county, and they'll get that system set up. So what happens is as we run out of cash on hand, the treasurer will pull the money out of the revolving line of credit automatically. You all don't need to do anything. The chief of staff will need to do anything. It automatically take draws on the line of credit to honor the warrants and the checks that are presented. And so you'll have a balance. And so that balance fluctuates every day or weekly, depending upon how often they send money back against the line. Because the law states that when you have a revolving line of credit through a servicing bank, which the National Bank of Arizona will be your servicing bank, as tax money comes in, that tax money has to go back against the line. The treasurer is required by law to take that tax money and pay it back against that line of credit. So that line of credit fluctuates depending upon how often they draw and how often they allocate tax dollars to your account and then push it back. So that all happens automatically. And the financial professional, when he does their monthly reports, will show how much against the line of credit you are, how much tax dollars are coming in, and it'll show how much is paid back. And by the treasurer each and every month. You can see those reports every month. So that will be ongoing. Once you have enough money on hand, you don't need that anymore. You'll still have a line of credit, and it'll just sit in the background, but you'll just continue to use your cash, and you won't have to. Cost of using a line of credit, the last time I checked, it was prime plus prime plus a point, prime plus it's very inexpensive to use. So, happy to answer any questions about that.
At one point in time, there was talk when Chase Bank was being considered as an extra $15,000. And National Bank, there's going to be a little less than that. Is that cost built into the budget?
I have 25,000 in legal fees to pay.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's for your attorney, and that's for, to get this line of credit in place. And so then you'll have contingency funds as you go. Because we're at the third of the year with about, it's a little more than 100, but just being conservative, about 100,000. But we all are going to be paying balance spot. Because the bank, see what's going to happen is because they're not the county servicing bank, because Wells Fargo is our county servicing bank, and they tell us no, or whatever, don't really use that. They tell us no. We have to, we're going to need to clean the balance spot to do the work for the bank. Because the bank is not going to make any money on the revolving line of credit, right? There'd be a loss to them, they issue it, and then legal terms. So that's the only way to do revolving line of credit.
So we're waiting for the documents from Bill Hicks's company
That was fine.
to get the documents to Livingston, and then that's into account. What's the timeline? What do you think the appropriate timeline?
Yesterday. Yesterday, no, I'm not trying to be a smart aleck, but I've been pushing these people for the last 60 days, right? Anyway, first it was Chase, and I was pushing them, and they're kind of lollygagging around, and then back to back stuff. And so it's just a matter of the people in the behind the scenes, the attorneys and everybody else, Whittington will be very prompt about this, but they still have a sense of urgency about it, like we do, right? We have a sense of urgency. So as soon as I can get dollars from those docs loose, Whittington will turn those around. We may have to have a special meeting. So because Bill will come with that set of documents, Whittington will, and say, here they are, and go through them with you, page by page. Say, here's what they do, here's what you're getting into, this is what it's going to cost, and this is the deal. And then the chair and the clerk will keep their names on those, and then we'll go to the treasurer, and then once they're at the treasurer, it'll be see what they're doing and why. And so I suggest that at least the chair at this point has a conversation with Bill Barker over the county treasurer's office. Bill's been very helpful through the entire ordeal here when we were insolvent. So treasurer's office and treasurers, city manager's office, want nothing but free office to see. They told me that time ago. So they're willing to work.
You've been working on this 60 days and you still haven't seen anything coming out of Bill Hicks's company. What can we as a board do?
This is only happened for public companies. So, yeah, because we've been pushing to get somebody to do, and once they did, once the national kind of said, okay, we'll do it, then they went to the basis office. So, I'm pushing. I know Whittington calls me a couple times a week and says, hey, I haven't seen the documents. Where are they? I haven't seen many. So, but now that I'm going to not be the administrator anymore, it's going to fall upon somebody here to continue to have that information for everybody. And that's what that's the pushback. Yeah, and typically we use a point of contact. Typically it's the board chair, just a point of contact, and then the board chair just pushes. Yeah, as opposed to all the board members call individually. You should do that contact. Did you? Email or you do would make a motion to direct the board chair to be the point of contact with National Bank of Arizona and all the parties associated with the revolving loan credit application.
Seconded. All in favor?
We have a motion on the board to let the lead person contact the things.
Aye.
I'm sorry, we have, by,
Still making this motion.
Favor.
we have a motion by David, second by Eric.
Yes.
Did you get everybody vote?
Yeah. We're okay.
Okay. All right. One more item.
Public.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I know we have, and I should have asked this when we talked about the budget. Do we have a date set for public input on the budget? What is that date?
It is the third Monday of June.
Okay, so
Which
that
is?
is June 20th.
June 20th.
June 20th, I'm sorry, it's June 20th. He's told me that like 3 times.
That's what's
June 20th.
I just know because I saw it on a piece of paper. I'm just parroting information.
Okay, so at that meeting, that's going to be an agenda item.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll have an agenda. So you'll have a public hearing, and then you'll have an actual agenda item. You'll have an item on the agenda for the public hearing, so you can take public comment on the budget, and then you will have an agenda item to adopt the budget.
So is the public hearing a different date, or is it at the same meeting? So if two people got up hypothetically and said, yeah, we really would redo how you're doing this, and then the board discusses those comments and says, we're gonna take that into consideration, or we're gonna keep what we have, and then that's where it's on the agenda item for us to adopt. Okay, thank you.
That meeting gonna be here? Dolan Springs or,
We alternate, so meeting would be typically the next.
I understand that, but you guys didn't make that decision yet, or are you going to change?
No, I
Because you got attorneys and stuff coming, so.
I always alternate the meeting between Dolan and Meadview, or try to every other month, just for the benefit of the folks who live in Meadview and the folks who live here in Dolan, but that's up to the board. I mean, you can alternate your meetings, you can hold all the meetings here, you can hold all the meetings in Meadview, you can do whatever you want, that's your call.
What? I entertain a motion to alternate the meetings.
I second that.
I'm entertaining a motion, I can make a motion.
I make a motion that we alternate the meetings.
And I second it.
Any discussion on that? We're gonna alternate the meetings from here and Woodview.
Absolutely.
Okay. All's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
So to answer Tony's question, I think then the next meeting on the 20th will be in Meadview.
Meadview at 1 o'clock.
Do we know where?
Will it be at the MCA?
Is it 1 or 1:30?
1 o'clock.
Has been 1:30.
1:30,
1:30?
yeah.
Just for the record, please note that this item is under item 5. That last motion, just, it's under item 5. They have an item on this for consideration of establishing a local public meeting schedule. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to do that. It's got to be on the agenda. This just happens to be on the agenda. All right. I think we're ready to move on to number 9, Mr. Chair, if you.
Number 9, call the public.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is very This one.
Uh-oh. Do you have a different,
Instead of this one.
you have a different one?
I do.
All right. Are you using the one that came via email? Oh, yeah, the one that Ellen posted out as the official agenda. We added a couple items on there.
Consideration of establishing signing authority for general district financial matters.
Typically, the standard practices is that the chair and the clerk are the signers on checks. It requires 2 signatures, and what I suggest typically is that you authorize all 5 board members to be signers, and that way, if the chair's absent at some point, or the clerk's absent from a meeting for payables and signing payroll and all that, that any one of the 5 of you, as long as there's 2 of you that sign each check, that that's the case. And then you can always refine that going forward.
You need a motion?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll entertain a motion to consider establishing a signing authority for general district financial matters. All board members.
I'll make such a motion that the chair and the clerk be the chief signers, but all board members be the signers on the account.
One second.
Second.
Any discussion on that? All in favor?
Um,
Opposed?
What do we need to do to get all 5 board members on signers on the account?
Staff is going to assist you with that, but basically we'll get a signature card. It's basically a signature sheet from the treasurer's office. And so we'll have all your signatures on file at the treasurer's office, and then as they present, as our warrants get presented there for payment, they check the warrant, they check the 2 signatures on there to ensure that there are 2 signatures and that they're authorized signers, and then they'll clear it. Another item that you may more than likely want on your June agenda as well is expenditure authority. So you're probably not going to want every expenditure to have to come before the board, so you're going to want to allow the chief to have some expenditure authority so that on the day-to-day operations, he can get fuel for the vehicles, something breaks down, he has the ability to go to wherever and get parts and either have something fixed or buy supplies, replenish medical supplies, all those kinds of things. So that's something that probably ought to be on your next agenda item. So you'll get by here for the next, week or 2 as is, but come your meeting, you're going to want to identify whatever authority you want the chief or staff members to have, and then provide that to him just as a thought. So.
And we'll get a list of the new common things.
Item number 10, call to the public. Yes, sir.
I've got a question on the budget, if I may ask John, of the back tax.
Sir, you need to ask me and I can.
Yes, if I may ask John. I'm asking you, may I ask
You
John?
have to ask me first.
Yeah, it has to go through the chair.
Yes, may I ask John? The question on the budget.
No, I need to hear your question.
Yeah, you can ask the chair, and he'll just refer to the staff.
Okay.
So,
The part listed under the back taxes, is that based on previous year back taxes, and does that take into account the water company will be done paying their back taxes in December?
So it takes into account, it's based upon our exponential data that we collect. So we look at what we collected in like the previous 3 years in back taxes, and then it's allocated. It's allocated so we estimate what we think we're going to bring in back taxes. Mr. Chair. Yes.
Because I believe it may be a little skewed high because of the water company.
Anyone else? Yes, Tony?
Will you be establishing a public safety board for the retirement system?
I'm not sure about that, Mr. O'Hare.
Mr. Chair, to his point, yes. Yes, you will. Yeah.
Did you know?
And just for future reference, when people want to speak a call to the public, we should ask for their name and their address, just for the record. So when you say, would you state your name and address for the record? And then so if I was saying I would like to speak at call to the public, I'd say, in a lot of districts, they have you fill out a card, you just put your name and you put your address on there, and then the chair gets those cards before, at the meeting, and then he says, okay, call the public, I have 5 people registered to speak, and let's just say one of them's me. And so John Flynn wants to speak, and so John Flynn says, my name's John Flynn, and I live at whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4 Easy Lane here in Golden Springs, and I want to talk about whatever, and then I just state my business. So in the gentleman's case, he just said, hey, and here's where I live, and this is what I want, and everything goes through the chair. Same with the employees, if they want to speak, they just say, hey, I'm employed by the LMRFD, I have a question.
Thank you.
Good question. If somebody from the public comes to you and says, this needs to be on the agenda for the next meeting, or I believe this is a concern that should be on the agenda, can that be done that way?
I can direct staff to put that on the agenda, right? Correct.
And for the record, your name and address is? Sorry, it's okay.
Lillian Krug, 17773 Kimberly Drive, Golden Springs, Arizona.
Thank you.
So it's
Can, then I would direct staff to do that, put that on the agenda. Yes, sir.
so somebody could just, I could just say, if I.
Tony Gaffey, 16049 North.
Sir.
Too fast?
You finished? You're finished, I'm, okay.
Tony Gaffey, 16049 North Maple. Are you gonna elect or appoint a contact person to the board, or are you gonna do it through staff? And if it's gonna be through staff, will we have like a cell phone or some way to get a hold of people? This is a small town, we've always been able to track down Ellen when we needed information. But now that we have a new board, are you gonna adopt something like that?
I can't respond to that, sir, it's not on the agenda.
Okay.
Which, if you can, I would direct staff to put that in, to consider that. Anyone else? I mean, please, take your name.
Okay, Patricia Kelly South, Carmen Drive in Meadview, and I would just like to thank the board for stepping up and being willing to run and taking this on, and wish you all luck, because we really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my name is Tony D'Angelo, was a long-time resident here, previous captain at the fire department. My address is several, I don't currently live there, but I do own property in the area, mostly off of 16th Street in Maywood, Mariposa area, and moved to Kingdom. I don't know all of you guys, and if I could just get a quick introduction, that would be great. Can I do that? No.
I'm Deborah Cass.
Not on the agenda,
That, you know what, and call the public, it's, as long as it's not taking action, you can interact with the public, but you can't have a back and forth discussion with them about something that they want you to take action on, but introducing yourselves is, yeah,
Would you introduce yourself?
I'm Deborah Cass. I've been here for 37 years, so I probably know your family.
I don't know. If you know me, you would know me.
If you knew me, you know me.
I'm Charlotte Kiffer, and I've been a landowner here since 2002 and built a home in 2005. I'm a retired business owner, and I rode in the ambulance, and I think the shots need to be replaced.
I'm Steve Bird from Eastview, lived there since 2000.
I'm Mark Terrell. I've been a resident in Dolan since 2010.
David Anthony, I've lived in the Nolan area for 12 years. And I just live here.
Well, thank you,